Mirror has an interesting article out on porn habits. They say, quote, researchers recruited 280 men and asked them to meticulously record their porn viewing hours per week. The men, who were straight, white, and mostly in their early 20s, were also asked to fill out questionnaires on their sexual desire and activity. The scientists found arousal rose to its highest level for men who watched more than 2 hours of porn per week. It also increased the amount the men wanted to be with their partners. Those who watched no porn at all had an arousal score of just over 40, but for those who watched porn, the score was more than 50. They say, quote, this pattern suggests that those who view more visual sexual stimuli are likely to have a higher sexual drive. The scientists wrote this in the Journal of Sexual Medicine. So, what's the takeaway from this? This directly refutes the social conservatives who say that porn is bad because it distracts from real-life relationships and real sex. That's the argument they make all the time. Oh, porn is an addiction like any other addiction, and it's going to distract you from really living life and getting out there and doing your thing. Not true. Because what this says is guys who are beaten off to porn are actually having more sex and having better sex than guys who don't beat off to porn. Now, again, does this mean that, hey, if you start watching more porn, you're going to have better sex and have more sex? No, that's not what it means. But it does mean that it's not hindering it. It's not like when you watch porn, it's going to prevent you from living, other areas of your life fully. Of course, you could live a full life in other respects as well. And actually, I think the main takeaway from this is that people have different level libidos either way. So if somebody has a higher libido, that explains why they would also jerk off to porn and have more sex compared to people who might not watch as much porn and also might not have as much sex. It's because one person's libido level is much higher and one is much lower. But, again, the overall takeaway, porn, definitely not a bad thing. Not that my audience didn't know that, because I'm sure you're fapping right now. Hopefully in a different window and not to me talking, because that's just creepy.